So thank you for tuning in to my channel. As you can see, I did a big chop. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. So what I'm going to be talking about is how I actually combed out my dreadlocks. If you have not checked out that video, make sure you do. I've had dreadlocks for 13 years and they were down to my tailbone. And maybe the last 2 years of my 13-year lock journey, I cut them up like shoulder length. And fast forward past cutting them to my shoulder, I had did a nice roller set with some pipe cleaner curls, and I just could not figure out what this smell was. Dun 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 dun. Do y'all not figure out what this smell was? Dun 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 dun. Do y'all want to know what that smell was? It was mold. So that's one of the main reasons why I decided to get rid of my dreadlocks. I had tried everything from the apple cider vinegar rinse and and I was a little embarrassed because I've never thought that it would happen to me, where the mold came from, but it was definitely there. And that's when I decided, okay, it's time to, one, because I don't know what the mold was actually doing to me internally. And I noticed when I started combing my locks out, I had a lot more mold in the top part. And so fast forward, after I combed them out, I was natural. I also have a video up on that as well. I did the loose natural for a while, and I noticed at that time my texture was very different. So in the back it was very thick, but at my crown it was very thin and fine. And so, which was where the majority of the buildup of the mold was actually, and I know for a fact it was mold. It was furry, it was hairy, it had a distinctive, nasty, disgusting smell. And the hair that was intertwined with it was just coming out, like just coming out. So thankfully I'm not bald, but I am bald headed now by choice. So I decided, after I combed out my locks, I got a relaxer, and my hair had grown a great thing of it was is that I was trying to hold on to my hair that was locked, and I didn't really want to get rid of it because I was so worried about the length and everything that symbolized, like, you know, as a woman your hair is like a part of you. So I've never had a short haircut besides getting my hair chopped off, or a big chop, since I started my dreadlocks. So after I realized, like, I really wasn't in love with my hair anymore. Like, I didn't really enjoy it. It wasn't like a happy journey, or it was more like a task. And I decided to get rid of and cut out all the hair that was previously locked. So I'm pretty much, because as y'all can see it's very short, I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see, but I am loving my haircut. And I don't know if you guys can tell from my last roller set video I did, but I was very what is it called, subconscious about like my top, because it felt thin, like, and the rest, like my back is very thick and healthy, and it just made me feel really self-conscious about it, like, because my textures are too different. So I reached out to this new hairstylist, which I am extremely in love with. She does amazing work. And we're on this journey together. I have decided, though, I really love my hair short. Like, let me, oh, my little booty, Betty boot curl sticking up. Yeah, I tried to sit near the window so my lighting would be really good so you guys can see. But when I tell you I am in love with how my hair looks, and it also gives me a fresh start. Like, so the more I keep getting it cut, the more and more my dreaded hair is being cut out, and the more new hair can obviously grow in. But I'm really, really happy that I decided to just go ahead and start and do a big chop. Sometimes that's what you need. And not just in your hair, but also in life. Sometimes you have to do a big chop from toxic people, toxic energy. Um, and my hair was literally toxic. It was mold. So, and people that have locks may be like, well, she probably wasn't doing this, or she. Let me tell you, I am very sanitary. I wash, make sure, I'm very, very clean, and when it comes to that. So it wasn't that I wasn't washing my hair or anything like that. Um, so honestly, you really are not going to be able to know if you have mold in your locks, because majority of my mold was in the, as you remember, a dreadlock is matted pieces of hair together. So the mold wasn't visible from the naked eye until I started to comb and get in the middle of the actual dreadlock is where I saw the mold in the middle. So what I'm thinking occurred, which they refer to it as dread rot, what I'm thinking occurred is that the moisture, probably from me washing my hair and thinking that my hair was completely dry, over time it had developed those pieces of mold. And I mean, it was just literally coming out to the point where I'm just like, and now I see like why it was important for me to just do a big chop. I should have just done that from the beginning. But I was just worried because I never had a short haircut. But this was the best decision. Like, it's like a brand new, well, it's still me, but it gives me like a brand new fresh look, a brand new journey to start. And I really love the short hair. Like, oh my gosh, like, because I've had long hair. So long hair, maintaining it and keeping up with it. I've had long dreadlocks, I've had long relaxed hair. I've never had short relaxed hair. So this is a new, exciting, fresh new journey. A lot of things to come in for the new year. And I just really didn't feel like I expressed myself a lot as to why I removed my dreadlocks. More so the journey after I removed them. And I noticed that the hair was damaged. Like, the hair is damaged. So why keep holding on to damaged hair? This was like the best way for me. And I love the way she cut it because it camouflages my top that's still thin. But we working on this with scalp massages and making sure. Now, I don't take any medication or anything, so it's not caused from the medication. I really just think it came from that damn mold that was in my head. So no, I will probably never grow dreadlocks again in my life. That chapter of my life has closed. And just like with any other chapter that you begin, it opens new doors for new opportunities, new future, new things to look forward to. And sometimes change is what you need. And I noticed maybe like the last few years of me having locks, it wasn't the same excitement I had when they first started growing, when they first started locking, when I did all the color changes. It wasn't the same excitement or attachment that I had to them. It was like I became detached from having my locks, and that was a major part of my identity that people identified me by, is by having dreadlocks. So now it's like new you, new journey. Just really excited for what this haircut of this big chop symbolizes. And I am, when I tell you I can't stop looking in the mirror, I love it. So would I ever comb, knowing what I know now, would I have taken the time to comb out my dreads? Hell no. I would have just let it grow out, got a little afro, and went and did the big chop from the beginning. That was like 2 weeks of my life that I cannot get back. But more power to the people that's coming theirs out. Like I said, mine and my condition was damaged, and in order for you to have, now I'm still going to have healthy relaxed hair, it's just I'm not on a journey to grow hair down my back because I've already had that, like I said, years ago. So this is like a new journey to upkeep and maintain my short hair. Now, the one thing I am excited about is learning how to do the little mold and So I did buy me a pencil flat iron, which I'm gonna be careful with it because technically I'm not really going out anywhere to be flat ironing my hair or curling it or anything like that. But when me and husband do step out and I want to throw a little curls in, like I just went to the salon in the wind, y'all blew my little Betty Boop curl up, but I will be using it, but just not like on a regular basis. And the good thing about having a fresh relaxer or a fresh perm or whatever you want to call it is that your hair just lays down anyway. So many hair salons or how many stylists I've seen and went to, spent money, and I didn't really feel like they was investing in the health of my hair. It's a hairstylist. She is awesome. She did a video consultation appointment before you even book with her. So she finds out about, you know, if you're taking any medications, if you have any allergies to anything, what current state is your hair in, does your hair tend to hold moisture a lot. So we did about an hour and a it was probably about an hour and a half. We was talking about other stuff too, but so she did that full time with video consult, and we talked about what goals I had in mind. And one thing that stood out to me is that she really invests in her clients. Like, one thing she's very strong about is, okay, if you become a client of mine, then I really expect for my clients to purchase the same type of shampoo, conditioners, foam lotion, and she uses the Influence. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pause because I think I have better lighting in here when it comes to the lighting in my house. But this is the flat iron I was referring to, the little pencil flat iron. Now, one thing I did notice is that there is no temperature gauge. So the fact that the back of my hair is a lot thicker, very thicker than the top, when I did use it, I had to turn it off when it got to the top because it was just so hot. And I think it said it heats up to like 400 and I think it was like 450. So I definitely am not going to be using flat irons a lot. But when I do, like I said, when hubby and I go out and I want to put some curls in it, then I'll probably just bump it a little bit. But I did order me another flat iron that's on its way that actually has the temperature gauge. It's not as thin. The one that's coming in the mail is going to be about an inch. So it's going to be a little bit, the base of it is going to be wider. But back to what I was actually getting into is that the stylist that I go to now, she actually prefers that all her clients purchase the same products as I was stating. So at my appointment, and this is my second time I've been to her, but I just tell you, I'm just so happy to, and I gotta finish this up because my battery is going low. But she just put it in this cute little bag, and it comes with the Influence foam setting lotion. Well, foam, what did it say? Honey almond styling foam. The Influence. So everything I got today, I'll be using as a regimen when in between my visits to her. And this is the leave-in conditioner, which I don't have much hair on my head, you guys, so I'm really happy that, one, it's not going to take long to dry, two, it doesn't take long for wash days now, it's not going to take long to wash, and it's not going to take a lot of shampoo or conditioner, so I'm really winning. And this is the conditioner. So it comes with the foam, and this is the package, like I said, that she recommends, and this is the products that she uses on your hair. So it kind of makes sense because it's like, why go to the hairstylist and then when you go home you're using totally different products, you don't know which products are really benefiting you. And this way her and I are on the same page. Like, so when I come in, my hair is already moisturized. One good trick she told me about this is probably gonna be my last thing to say. One thing she told me about the conditioners when I wash my hair, this is the shampoo, by the way. So it's nice, pretty size bottle, nice size bottles. But it's the Influence hair brand. And I mean, it wasn't cheap, but it's just worth it. It's worth it because you think about it, you spend money any other way. So why not spend and invest in yourself? So I didn't mind at all because since I'm on a healthy hair journey and I want, I have a whole bunch of products that I've purchased. Smells, it doesn't seem like it's heavy. Like my hair doesn't feel crunchy. It's very soft. Um, but one thing she told me when I do the conditioner, so she told me to take like a hand towel, wet it up, not drenching wet, but wet it enough so that it's wet. You can obviously know it's wet. Place it in a microwave, get it hot, and then once I put the conditioner, massage the conditioner. When I tell you she do a mean scalp massage, I was like, oh my, listen, this lady is heaven sent, honestly. First of all, she cut the hair to match my face. She cut the hair to camouflage the thinness that I was experiencing that kind of made me feel self-conscious. Like I'm used to having thick hair all over. So for it to be like two different textures right now, it bothered me. And so it really like played into like, okay, I'm not really feeling this. Like, how can I get my front to grow the same amount? And I realized like, baby, cut it off. Cut it off, cut it off, cut it off. Why hold on to it? But back to what I was saying, because I get on a tangent. So with the conditioner and the towel in the microwave, you warm it up, put the towel after you already put the conditioner on your hair, put the wet hot towel over your head, and then put the plastic cap over the towel that's over your head, and then send it in the dryer. And then, once you sit in the dryer for 15-20 minutes, then you wash it out. So I was like, oh, I wonder why it just, every time she's done my hair has felt just amazing. Like, so we on this actual plan. Like, get you a stylist that's invested. Like I said, we spend all this money in investing in paying to get our hair done, and then when we go home, we don't know what to do afterwards. And so we're doing all this different stuff, but get you a stylist that's invested in you. Like she told me exactly what I need to do when I wash my hair, how I need to mold it. I need to go get me some strips to put on my hair whenever I mold it or whatever, but we're on a plan. So when I go see her next time, I either gonna get a relaxer touch up or a protein treatment. Regardless, she's always doing a double conditioner, a deep conditioner, um, if it's not on my protein week. So she has me on a regimen. So find you somebody that's really that invested. And that's how I know like the money that I spend and invest in to her for her to get me on a good journey is really worth it. Because I'm paying the same amount I was paying to go to these other salons, and they don't even know me by my name. Like you don't even recognize me, but I'm paying money every week. Like, I need you to be knowledgeable about my hair, and that's just how I am. Like, some people, it's okay to just go into any hairstylist, but I really was on the search for someone that's going to be able to keep up with my protein treatments, keep up with my deep conditioner treatments, tell me what I needed to be doing in between my salon visits. And that's what I really love about her. She does make you pay a deposit, which I definitely appreciate as well, because that means my time not gonna be wasted when I come, and I'm not gonna waste your time when I come. So she makes you she requires 35, I think it's 35 or 33% down, and then when you get to your actual appointment, you just pay the remaining. So I was able to do have been doing a lot of videos in a minute, just more so nails, is because I really had to be honest with myself. Like, do I miss my dreadlocks? No. It's just that when I look in the mirror, and I've looked in the mirror for all my life, that for the last 13 years, I was just so accustomed to seeing dreadlocks in my head that now I'm learning and getting to know this version of me when I look in the mirror. But at the end of the day, I'm not upset that I had to comb them out or get rid of them. I'm really happy because I don't really know what that was doing to me internally. So you guys, just make sure if you do have dreadlocks, like if you start to smell, and mind you, it wasn't like, it was really hard to describe the smell because but I could smell it. Like, And my mom, my grandma, they couldn't smell it, but I could smell it. And I'm like, I could not figure out for the life of me what the hell was this smell in my hair. So one, I'm glad to get rid of 13 years of hair that has had energy, that's had toxic people in my life, toxic friendships, toxic family members, just all the way around. 13 years. There were some great memories with my locks. There were some bad memories with my locks. And now I'm happy. I have a wonderful husband. Like, I have a lot of things to be grateful for. And I just felt like my dreads was kind of like, even though it was more so the reason why because of the mold, but I know that's what I needed to like push me into a different chapter of growth. And I know I'm probably way more deep than a lot of people think about their hair, but think about it. That's hair, like, that has carried with you through things, and my hair was a representation of that. So to me, that was the blessing in disguise, is that one, when I started doing and moving a lot different and becoming the woman that I envisioned to be, that hair was just the last part. It was just the last part of what I needed to do to step into the woman I envisioned to be. And I am just absolutely in love with the short hair game, baby. My husband will tell you I cannot stop looking in the mirror. Like, let me give y'all one more before my camera shuts off. But woo, woo, and then like it just really just shows off my neckline. And the way this back just lays. Oh, I've never had my hair like cut or whatever it's called, shaved, or I don't even know what it's called, tapered, I guess. But I am just very thrilled at the outcome. It just shows off my face features, and sometimes that's what you need. You need a new vibe in your life, a new vibe for the new year. They ain't gonna be able to deal with me now, baby. It's about to be me. I don't plan on growing it out. I keep planning on getting it cut. And who knows, it might be a third big chop in the near future, because I just feel so free with my hair being short like this. Like, oh my gosh, like, it don't take much. It don't take much. I'm very grateful and thankful for the 50 subscribers I have. Thank you guys for being a part of this journey with me. And there are going to be more videos to come. Like I said, I'm still working on my nails. I did my nails for the new year, and they turned out, well, they're actually hella long. This is the longest I've ever done them. But I feel like the longer they are, the more designs you get to do. Like, when they're tiny, tiny, you can't really do too much because it just looks like too much on a little nail bed. But when they're long like this, you can kind of like play around. So that was me just playing around. I definitely, when I do my filling, because it's been 2 weeks since I've done these. And so they're growing out. They're growing out already. So I definitely am going to need a fill-in here soon. Maybe I might record that. You guys, it just takes, I am going to be doing a get to know me, because I just realized that when I started YouTube, I felt like everybody in the world knew who I was. So not realizing, like, hello, nobody know you, nobody know me. So my apologies that video has not came out yet. I will be in the making. I am going to be in the making of making that video of just commonly questions like, what's my age, how long I've been married, do I have any kids, just things like that that I'm assuming people know. But obviously you don't know who I am, so let me introduce myself to you guys. But thank you for subscribing and joining the channel. Without that, but I do at least feel like I owe that much. So thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week, and the new year is only up from here, baby.